Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Alright you guys, so in today's video, more things need to be done. Alright, I'm wanting to do some propagations because basically my whole propagation bin, my whole video that I filmed, I really did like that video. I'm going to link it up above if you guys want to go back and watch it. It was a failure, okay, to say the least, a failure. We're going to look at it, okay? I did that video before I realized like thrips and pests were kind of taking over, and you know what, things went downhill very quickly, and then I brought the container outside, so it has been staying outside and it's just a mess in there. I want to look and see if anything's salvageable. Also, I have my Syngonium albo that desperately needs to be chopped up into nodes, and my thinking is I want to put each plant individually in its own container. So I do have a bunch of like glass containers with lids and Tupperwares, each plant individually, so we're no cross contaminating. Okay, it's not going to be anything spreading if a plant does have something. That's the idea. So we're going to work on doing some propagations. We're going to hang out for a little while, probably do some other things. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a deer right here behind me. Right there he is. Let's get to looking at this bin of failed propagations. Dad's starting to cut the bushes right now. So I think I missed my opportunity to talk. So dry. This guy right here, I want to completely chop up. I'm sorry it's so loud with my husband cutting bushes, but we're only going to be out here a second. The vines of this flower are completely overtaking it, so let me try to get this undone. Y'all, this thing is crazy. All right, this is crazy. Yeah, hang out right there, okay? Oh goodness, excuse you. All right, here is everything that I have going on. I am just using this lid as like a repotting mat area. I have a couple different size pots, my rooting hormone, a big old cup of water. Bless you. That's my soil in there, and I got 2 jars. Okay, this lid does not actually go with this jar, but it fits, it works. It works, it's gonna have to do. And I got moss right here. This is just the Better Grow orchid moss. So my thoughts are I'm gonna put each plant in its own individual jar. Pest. Alright, I'm going to cut this off of here, and I'm going to plant that up. I'm also going to attempt to get some of this moss off of here and pot this guy up. And then we are chopping the albo, okay? Look at all these nodes. We're chopping it completely up. It was a failure, to say the least. But you know what? It's alright. More planty projects. I am going to attempt to pour a little bit more water on the roots. and see if I can get this moss off. The moss comes off better if you guys wet it. I was able to get a good bit of the moss off, and I'm gonna just cut it right here where this node is. And I'm gonna pot this part up. Hopefully it will produce something. Hopefully something will happen. All right, so I'm gonna have to get the vacuum out because I've already made such a mess. And now I gotta decide which pot to put it in. This little guy or this little guy. So I just cut the leaves off the syngonium. I'm just gonna pot this up real quick. Here's our two little plants. These are gonna go outside. Outside they go. Okay, let's chop up this guy. I'm thinking, what do I want to do? Let me just look really close and make sure there is no pests. I think I'm going to chop it right here and put this part down, or this whole chunk, I think I'm going to put it down in moss. Like, look at how leggy this is. It's just like one giant thing. Crazy. We're going to take all the tape off. I'm going to save this board and reuse it. Alright, so the other week, I was going to the grocery store and it was like 90 something that day, okay? Super hot. Of course, I picked like, you know, I don't know. It was like mid-morning, early afternoon. My husband was home, okay? He was keeping Dallas. Honestly, you guys, I really don't take Dallas out to like stores or anything. I pretty much just go by myself or pick a time to go when my husband's home, and I don't mind it. I kind of like going out on my own. So my car is like a push start. So it takes a key fob instead of like you put a key in the ignition and turn the ignition. So one of my key fobs, I have two of them. One of my key fobs has been saying like low key fob battery or something, like needs to be replaced. So I was carrying around both my key fobs with me because I didn't want to get stuck somewhere, okay? So I go to the car, I put my purse in there, all my stuff in there. I start the car because it's like 95 degrees. Start my car and I'm letting it run. All right, I'm letting it run. I am just going to put a little bit of this. I always forget I have this rooting powder. I'm going to dip them in this right now. All right, I'm pouring a little bit in the lid so it's easier for me to like dip the nodes in. So I run back inside to get my cooler bag because I knew I needed to get like butter and stuff like that, and I didn't want the groceries to melt. So I run back inside, and when I come back out, okay, to get in the car, I'm sure you guys can guess, the car is locked. Yeah, the car is locked, on, running with not one key fob, both my car keys in there. Okay, I'm freaking out because I do not know what to do. My car is on, running, God bless you, with both the key fobs in it. And I'm just like, I cannot believe I did this. I normally don't ever shut the door. I don't know what happened, if I was just in a hurry trying to get out the door or what, but I go back inside. I'm freaking out because I have no idea what to do. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Okay, I tell my husband. He's upset at me, obviously. My husband cannot even get under the hood of the car because my stupid car, the hood latch is on the inside. Yeah, it's on the inside. It's on the inside of the car. So my car is just out here running. My mother-in-law's over here. I'm just like freaking out. I don't even know what to do, okay? All right, you guys, it is a couple hours later. I had to put my baby to bed and cook dinner. So I want to finish this little situation up. I got everything cut. My dog just knocked over the board. I got everything cut. I'm going to go ahead and mix up my moss. Got it right here. So I'm just gonna mix it up in one of these jars. I normally like to like wet it and squeeze it out in a bowl, but I'm gonna get this biggest jar first. I'm probably gonna have to adjust you guys so you guys can see better. The lighting, everything's bad, I'm sure. But anyways, I was telling the story about how I locked both my keys in my car, okay? Yeah, I locked both my keys in my car, okay? So I don't know what to do. My husband's trying to get into the car, okay? He cannot even get the hood popped because the latch is inside my car. Gas is so expensive right now. My car is just running. It seriously gave me such an anxiety attack. I was just like shaking. I was like, didn't know what to do. I was just so upset because I'm like, we're gonna have to call a locksmith. Like, that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to call a locksmith. So my car does have one of those like keypad things on the door where you can like punch in a code. I did not know what the code was, okay? And as long as I've had my car, like years, I have never used it. Not one time. Never ever used it. So I'm inside frantically searching through every important paper that we own in this house. Like, I literally found everything, like my passport, our birth certificates, like any kind of important paperwork. I found the title to my car. I had all the things except for that code. And I was like, that's my only hope. So my husband comes inside. He's all pissed off, of course, which is, it's understandable because I do stupid stuff like this. Like, I should not have had both the keys in my purse. So it's been like 20 minutes probably at this point that the car is running, and I don't know, he's on the phone with his dad. He's like about to call a locksmith and stuff because there's literally nothing else we could do if I do not find the the code, okay, to the door. I have no idea what the code is. All I remembered is that it was on a yellow sticky note. That's it. So I'm searching so hard for this code. Finally, I'm just like, I'm so upset about it because I feel so stupid for doing this in the first place. I'm addled, okay? The baby woke up. He's in his crib crying right now. And it was just made me feel bad because like I was just searching for the thing. I didn't even have time to go get him. So it was just a whole thing, okay? So my husband comes in and is basically like, I don't even know why you're looking for that code. Like, you know, I'm not going to find it, okay? Basically, I'm not going to find it. I hate when they do this, when it has like pieces of chunks of stuff in it. But I am searching, you guys. I'm making a huge mess. I'm going through all our papers still. So I just like take a breath. I just chill out for a minute because I'm so worked up, and I'm just like pray, and I'm just like, God, you know, you got me. You always got me. That's basically what I said to him. Like, please help me. Like, help me. You know, I need you right now, okay? And I swear to you, I had the thought in my brain of sent to the last remaining brain cell that I had left, that I put that code in a wallet. I put that little sticky note in a wallet. So I go back to the bedroom. I'm searching through my purses. I have a pretty big purse collection, you guys, and I have a bad tendency of like leaving stuff in my purses. I need to go through. I really need to clean out my closets super bad, and this is on the list to do. So I have wallets stuck like everywhere, okay? You guys, I found the yellow sticky note in my old wallet. Thank the Lord I found that thing. So I find that little sticky note with like 4 codes on it. It was folded in half, like stuck up in an old wallet that I have not used in like years, I swear. Like, I run outside so fast with that code. I'm waving it up in the air like, I think I found it. I think I found it. I'm like freaking out, okay? My mother-in-law's out there. She's, you know, trying to figure out. Everybody's just trying to help me, okay? I feel so bad at this point because I'm so addled and just out of sorts. And I run outside, and thank God the code worked, you guys. The code worked. I'm just like, whew. I mean, talk about just, I don't know, anxiety, okay? Just talk about anxieties. Thank God I did not have my son in the car. My husband would have already busted a window. Like, honestly, if Dallas was in the car, he probably would have broken like a back window or something, and then we would have had to pay for that. It would have just been a whole thing. So I'm really glad that Dallas was not in the car, because I know it could have been way worse, but it was still a whole thing. Okay, and afterwards, like, my husband was fine. He was like, I'm sorry if I freaked out. Like, it was so stressful because, like, I've just had a bunch of car stuff, okay? I've had a lot of car things, all right? I left my sunroof open and it rained in and it messed up my sunroof, so that's jacked up. I've had a lot of car things, so this was just like a cherry on top. All right, now I want to decide which thing to put what in. Okay, there, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I know I'm cut off, but anyways, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of this out and just set it right here. And then I'm going to put it back on top. I like my moss to be like squishy, okay? But like not dripping, if that makes sense. Squishy, but not dripping. Like, I like it pretty wet at first. Just another one of those stupid things that I've done, okay? And it's just so frustrating. Like, I get so mad at myself for doing so many dumb things, but I keep doing stupid things, basically. But you know what? It ended up working out fine. I was fine. My husband was like, okay, like, you know, he was all fine. I was like, okay, you can go to the grocery store now. Like, he got Dallas, or Dallas calmed down or whatever, and he was like totally fine. But I was still like I was shook up like all day from it, okay? My hair is not staying. Anyways, it's about to come down. So yeah, I was shaken up all day from that because it just like ramped me up to 1,000. So yeah, you guys will have to let me know in the comment section down below if you guys locked your keys in your car. Okay? Tell me I'm not alone. Alright, let me fix this. Oh gosh, I had one bobby pin. I needed another rubber band to keep my hair up, and this is clearly not cutting it. Where's my bobby pin? Alright, so I'm just covering it up. This looks good, and I am going to put this in my plant room underneath a grow light. So I'm just going to kind of like pack it in a little bit. And I don't know if I'm doing wrong by leaving this one solo leaf, or, you know, if I'm inviting pests, because there could be like pests up in that leaf, but I don't know. I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to put this lid on it. There, that one is all done. So I kind of want to put this one in the middle, like standing up. Does this thing need, I don't know if that's gonna do. All right, we're going with it. I'm gonna put all these little nodes around it. Okay, now I'm gonna put the moss back on top. That does look kind of funny, but I think it's cute. I like this jar. I like propagating in glass stuff, honestly. I did just prop it up like really good so it's, I don't know, floating in the middle. I tried to like make a mound of moss. I'm kind of second guessing it. I'm sort of feeling like maybe I should have put it in a little cup, but I didn't. So we got that one, and then I have my other jar over here, and we have 2 new plants potted up, so I got something accomplished. That syngonium was seriously in desperate need of being chopped down. I had to do it like right now. So I'm gonna put all 3 of those pots. Here's what the syngonium looks like. It obviously grew in this, so I'm just gonna leave it in here and water it and put it on the front porch and just see if I can get anything to sprout from this node. I don't know. I hope these nodes work, because as you guys can see from my last prop box, that box just downhill, okay, is not doing good. And I really don't like the perlite, honestly. My other little bins that I still have in my plant room with the perlite, I don't know, I just don't feel like it's really doing anything. I think moss is my favorite, so I'm glad I have some moss on hand to put these bad boys. That's honestly why I've been waiting so long, because I didn't have moss and I knew that I wanted these to be in moss. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you did enjoy today's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Let your girl know that I'm not alone in locking my keys in my car. If you guys have locked your keys in your car, leave me a comment down below and let me know, because whew, it was stressful for probably 30 minutes. So I will see you guys again soon in another planty video. Bye.